third class, and as I have done yesterday and day before yesterday, today also I am dealing with two previous year questions of 2023. In the first demo I dealt with 2021, in the second demo I dealt with 2022, and in the third demo I am dealing with 2023. Now in 2023, as I have already told you, there are two types of questions, theoretical questions and case study questions. So I am taking one example from each one of them. Today the theory question is the first question. What does it say? What do you understand by moral integrity? So first keyword is moral integrity, and professional efficiency. So second keyword is professional efficiency, and then third keyword is corporate governance. So three words are given. He is asking us to explain what we see in the context of corporate governance in India, illustrate with suitable examples. Now let us study what is moral integrity, what is professional efficiency, and what is corporate governance, and then let us try to analyze them. Okay, now I am going into the answer. Now first I am dealing with moral integrity. So moral integrity. What is moral integrity? In the context of corporate governance, it refers to. So we are directly giving the answer to the question. Moral integrity in the context of corporate governance refers to the adherence to ethical principles. So while you are governing your corporate company, you are supposed to adhere to ethical principles, honesty and transparency also in all your business dealings. Because it is corporate, it is business. Okay, if it is bureaucracy, then it is official duty with the government. So because it is corporate, it is business. So in all your business dealings, you are supposed to have ethical principles, honesty and transparency. You have to adhere to them. Then only it is called as moral integrity in corporate governance. So it involves making decisions. So being in governance means ruling position, how you are running your corporate company, how you are running your business. So you will be taking decisions and you will be conducting yourself in a manner that aligns with ethical standards and values. So you are supposed to behave in such a way that your behavior is at par with ethical standards and values in the business, even when faced with challenges or temptations to act otherwise. Sometimes what happens, if you do illegal things or unethical things, you may be able to earn better profits, but you should not go for such unethical things, okay, and temptations of better profits. Maintaining moral integrity is crucial for building trust. So you are supposed to build trust with stakeholders, with citizens, with government. For that, you are supposed to have moral integrity with stakeholders, including shareholders, employees, customers and broader community, whole society. If you are supposed to trust with them, then you are supposed to develop trust in them, then you are supposed to have moral integrity. So we have answered the first point. That is moral integrity. We have answered the first point, that is moral integrity. Now let us see what is professional efficiency in the context of corporate governance. Now let us see the second point. When we are coming into professional efficiency in corporate governance, what does it refer to? Efficiency, automatically it refers to ability to effectively and efficiently carry out your duties and responsibilities in the corporate setting. So that is what is known as professional efficiency. Okay. So what does it encompass? It encompasses your skills, your knowledge, your competence, your diligence in performing tasks related to your role in the organization. So when you are able to show exemplary skills, when you have knowledge to deal with day-to-day problems, okay, you are competent enough to be one up over your competitors, then your role in the organization, you will be performing the task with diligence. Professional efficiency ensures that objectives of what? Objectives of your company are achieved in a timely and effective manner. So if you are able to achieve the objectives of your company, then the people will say that you are very efficient professionally. You are very efficient professionally. My dear friends, unless and until you are supposed to talk to me, don't unmute yourselves, please mute yourselves, because it will be disturbing to others. So this contributes to the overall success and sustainability of the company. So when you are leading your company to success, then you are referred to as professionally efficient. Okay. So we have dealt with the second point also here. What is the second point? So first point was moral integrity. And then second point was professional efficiency in the context of governance. Now illustrate with suitable examples. So whatever we have discussed about moral integrity and professional efficiency, now in our corporate India, we have examples towards this moral integrity and professional efficiency. Let us try to show them, give examples. Let us try to give examples for the same. Now, first, in the context of corporate governance in India, these two concepts, what are the two concepts? One is moral integrity, and the other is professional efficiency. So these two concepts are interrelated, both are interrelated and essential for ensuring accountability. So you are responsible for whatever actions you are taking, whatever decisions you are taking, and sustainable growth of corporations. Sustainable growth means you are growing today, tomorrow you are not growing. No, that should not be the way. Your growth should be sustainable. Regularly there must be growth. There are some examples which are given to show moral integrity and professional efficiency. For example, Tata Group. All of us know Tata Group is known for the trust of the people. The Tata Group, one of the India's oldest, I am giving examples because he asked us to illustrate with examples. So we are going into the examples. It is one of the largest conglomerates known for its commitment to ethical business practices. So Tata Group always practices ethics, and people trust it for all its ethical practices. Under the leadership of Ratan Tata, presently the chairman of the company is Ratan Tata, and subsequently Cyrus Mistry. Now Cyrus Mistry is gone, he is not there. Okay. The company has demonstrated moral integrity. First it was Ratan Tata, in between Cyrus Mistry came, but again he was removed, and again Ratan Tata is the chairman now. By prioritizing integrity, for them first and foremost of all is integrity, that's all. First they prefer integrity, then only they talk about any other thing. Fairness and social responsibility. They will never do such things which cause harm to the society in its operations. For instance, Tata's decision to exit the tobacco industry in the 90s. So, earlier they were into tobacco industry, but once they decided that tobacco is going to harm the society, they exited it, showcased its commitment to ethical principles of short-term profits. But they continuing in tobacco, then they would have earned more profits. But they decided that enough is enough. Now let us part with tobacco business in 1990s. So immediately they left it. So Tata Group is the exemplary example for integrity, for moral integrity, the best example for it. Okay. Now let us see some more examples. Next company is Infosys, Narayana Murthy. All of you know Narayana Murthy. His son-in-law was till recently, Rishi Sunak was the Prime Minister of Britain, Great Britain. Okay. So it is a leading IT services company in India. It has been recognized for its robust corporate governance practices. So it developed like anything. The company's founders, who Narayana Murthy, they emphasized transparency in their dealings. They favored accountability and also integrity in all aspects of business. Infosys has established various mechanisms such as independent board committees. The committees which were established to run the show in Infosys company, they are all independent, and regular disclosures, whatever information was supposed to be disclosed to the public and the government, they have disclosed it to ensure ethical conduct and maintain stakeholders' trust. So this is one more company. which is known for its moral integrity after Tata Group. Okay, then all these are run efficiently, professionally also. One more company which we come across nowadays, it is more in use, is Adani Group. So in the past decade it has grown like anything. Okay, the Adani Group, it is a prominent conglomerate with infrastructure, energy, logistics, and it is an example of professional efficiency. It has executed many large scale projects. So it has executed many large scale projects across India. Now, despite facing criticism on various fronts, Adani, there are many criticisms nowadays. Okay, people say that he is hand in glove with the BJP government, that and this, including environmental concerns. The group has efficiently managed and completed infrastructure projects such as ports, airports, and renewable energy facilities. It has built many companies. This showcases their ability to deliver results while adhering to regulatory requirements and industry standards. So this is professional efficiency. Example is Adani Group. So in summary, moral integrity and professional efficiency, they are the main components of government corporate governance in India. Companies prioritize ethical conduct and demonstrate efficiency in their operations. So companies should have ethical conduct as well as professional efficiency. Okay, both should be there. Are better positioned to earn the trust of their stakeholders. See, I only conduct myself ethically, I will not show any professional efficiency, means again stakeholders will not trust it. I will go professionally efficiently, but I do not adhere to ethical conduct also, then also the stakeholders do not trust it. So both should be there, both the ethical conduct as well as the professional efficiency, and you should be able to mitigate the risk, lessen the risk, and achieve long-term success. Success is one more important thing in the competitive business landscape. So this is what is the answer for the question. Okay. So to conclude that, what we can say that moral integrity and professional efficiency, same thing is repeated here. Okay. So you can see that we have answered each and everything. First we have answered moral integrity. Always I have told you we should be answering the points whichever are asked. So first keyword is moral integrity. We have answered moral integrity in the context of corporate governance, and then professional efficiency in the context of corporate governance, and he asked us to give examples. We have given 3 examples of Tata, Infosys and Adani. Okay. So we have answered all the points which are asked here. So the question is for 10 marks, and easily we will get about 7 marks. So always remember, you should understand the question properly first. Once you understand the question properly, then automatically you can answer it. Okay? And think properly. Make a practice. Then you should imbibe morality. You should imbibe ethics. Then automatically thoughts will flow from your mind. Okay? So this is the answer for the theoretical question part section A. That is first question. This is asked in 2023. This is asked in 2023. Okay? Now in my first class I told you about 2020 questions. In my demo class I told you about 2021. In my demo class 2 I taught you about 2022. So this is demo 1, this is demo 2, and this is demo 3. And this was orientation class. So all the 4 years theoretical part I have explained to you. Okay? And coming to case studies also, I have explained 2020 case study, 2021 case study, 2022 case study. Now I will deal with 2023 case study. Okay. Now you can see, as I have told you, the case study questions will be very long, so which I have put in red color. Now he is here, briefly I will tell you what he is talking about. He is talking about yourself working as a bank employee. Okay, you can be male or female. He is not giving the name. In the first three instances there were three names given, but here he is making you as the subject. Okay, you are working as an executive in nationalized bank for several years. Okay, you are a bank employee. One day one of your close colleagues, if you are a male colleague or female colleague, whatever it is, okay, but she is her father, he said, so she is a female, okay, he is suffering from heart disease. Her father is suffering from heart disease and needs immediate surgery. She tells you that she has no insurance policy. Usually whenever medical expenses are there, most of the medical expenses can be covered with health insurance. Remember my dears, health insurance has become very much important because nowadays for every small disease also the hospitals are charging in lakhs. So you require health insurance. But unfortunately she doesn't have any health insurance for her father. And the operation costs about 10 lakh. You are also aware of the fact that her husband is no more. Unfortunately, your colleague's husband has died. And that she is from a lower middle class family. So for a lower middle class family, hand to mouth earnings will be there. She will not be able to procure the 10 lakhs for the operation of her father. You are empathetic, you are feeling sympathetic or empathetic about her situation. However, apart from expressing your sympathy, you do not have the resources. You want to help her, but you don't have the funds. So what to do? What to do? That was the pondering question in you. However, after a few weeks later, you ask her about the well-being of her father. So she told you about her father, and after a few weeks you ask her about her father well-being. She informs you about his successful surgery and that he is recovering. Then your colleague has told that he has been operated, operation was successful and he is recovering. And also then she confides in you. She keeps confidence in you and says that how did she raise those 10 lakhs? The bank manager, the manager in the bank in which these two people are working, yourself and your colleague, was kind enough to facilitate the release of 10 lakhs. The manager has released 10 lakhs. From where he has released 10 lakhs? From a dormant account. Dormant account means in the bank there will be savings banks and which are not operated for a few years. Then they become dormant. There was some fund in one of such accounts, there was more fund. So from that he drew the 10 lakhs and he released the 10 lakhs to this employee, your colleague, and account of someone to pay for the operation with a promise that while giving the 10 lakhs, he took a promise that it should be confidential. Why it should be confidential? Because if anybody knows about it, the manager will lose his job, right? And he said that please repay at the earliest. She has already started paying it back. So operation is done and she is procuring money and she is paying back. Why she could not postpone the operation? Because it was a heart problem. So heart problems cannot be postponed. So she got the operation done. And will continue to do so until it is all returned. Okay, so she will pay totally. Now the questions are, what are the ethical issues involved in this? Evaluate behavior of the bank manager from an ethical point of view. How would you react to the situation? Now, before going into the answer, I am asking you people. Suppose that it is you and your friend, female colleague, she has a problem. So how you are going to answer it? So Mahesh, Charan, Charishma, Mahesh, IAS, and then Ramudu and Swapna. You can unmute yourself and you can tell. Now Mahesh Kumar, can you say anything about this? What are the ethical issues involved, or was the bank, how you evaluate the behavior of the bank manager and how you will react? I am asking C. Mahesh Kumar. Unmute yourself and speak. C. Mahesh Kumar. Can you tell me anything? Mahesh Kumar, do you have anything to tell regarding the behavior of the bank manager and how you are going to react? Was it ethical or not? Mahesh Kumar?
Sir.
Yeah, tell me. How would you see that issue? The bank manager helping your colleague. You are working in a bank, your colleague comes to you and tells you that she has a father who is ailing from heart disease and she requires 10 lakhs. She doesn't have any health insurance, so she requires 10 lakhs, but you are not in a position to help her financially. However, after a few weeks, when you meet your colleague, you inquire about her father's health. She happily says that operation was successful, and also in your ear she tells you that the bank manager has helped by releasing some 10 lakhs from a dormant account which was unused for years, and he also told that keep it confidential, please return it as early as possible, and your friend is also keeping it confidential, but she is paying it back also. Not only that, but keeping confidence in you, she has told me, she has told you, she was not supposed to tell you, but because you are a close friend of her, you are a well-wisher, so she has told you. So now you tell me, what are the ethical issues involved in this incident, and how do you see the behavior of the bank manager from ethical point of view, and how do you react to the situation? C. Mahesh Kumar. Yeah, please tell me. Briefly, whatever thoughts come to you, please tell me. 1 minute. In 1 minute. Others also think. I will ask you each and every one. Yes, if anybody else is ready, you can unmute yourself, name yourself, and start speaking. There are 6 people here. C. Mahesh Kumar, Charan, Charishma, Mahesh IAS, and then Nakkinamoni, Ramudu, and then Swapna. All of you. Anybody can unmute yourself and tell. Come on, you have to express yourselves. You are an aspirant for civil services, so you should be able to express yourself. Come on, speak out. Yes, Mahesh Kumar, any thoughts? Just think loudly, just speak. Nothing will happen. I am not giving you any marks here. Just speak. If you want, you can open up your video also. You can speak from your video also. If you are shy enough, keep your video closed and you speak. Anybody is speaking, or shall I go to the answer?
Sir, we can speak in English, Telugu sir, viewers.
No problem, Mahesh. No problem, Mahesh. You can speak in Telugu. Tell me. చెప్పమ్మా మహేష్, నీకేమనిపిస్తుంది చెప్పు.
బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్ ఒక పర్సన్ హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది కదా సార్.
అవునమ్మా.
అయితే ఇప్పుడు అతని మీద ఇన్సూరెన్స్ లేదు, ఏది లేదు కదా సార్. తనకి వారు ఇవ్వ చేయడం అసలు సాధ్యం కాదు, కానీ సేవింగ్ నుంచి కదా అది 10 lakhs అనేది.
అవునమ్మా.
అది అందుకే సార్ అది కొద్దిగా
బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్గా తన విధిలో అతను నిర్వహించాడా, ఫెయిల్ అయ్యాడా? ఒక బ్యాంకు మేనేజర్గా అతని విధులు అతను సక్రమంగా నిర్వహించాడా, ఫెయిల్ అయ్యాడా? ఇవ్వడం కరెక్ట్ అంటే ఒక బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్గా ఆయనకి ఆ అధికారాలు ఉన్నాయా, అలా ఇచ్చే అధికారాలు? ఇప్పుడు మహేష్, నీ అకౌంట్ ఉంది, నువ్వు 2-3 ఏళ్ళు వాడలేదు, ఆ అకౌంట్ నుంచి బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్ డబ్బులు తీసి నాకు ఇచ్చాడు నా అవసరానికి, అది సమంజసమేనా? నీకేదో ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, నువ్వు వర్కింగ్లో లేవు, యూ డి నాట్ ఆపరేట్ ది అకౌంట్, అంత మాత్రాన బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్కి ఆ హక్కులు ఉంటాయా, తీసే హక్కులు? మరి తీసే అంటే నేనేమంటున్నానంటే, బ్యాంకుని నమ్ముకుని నువ్వు దాంట్లో డబ్బులు పెట్టినావు కొన్ని, బ్యాంక్ మేనేజరు నీ అనుమతి లేకుండా దాంట్లోంచి అమౌంట్ తీసి వాడేశాడు. ఓకే, సరే, బ్యాంకు కొలీగ్కి వాడాడు, రేపొద్దున తన ఫ్రెండ్ కోసం వాడచ్చు, లేదు తన సొంత అవసరాల కోసం వాడచ్చు, లేదు తన బామ్మర్దికి ఏదో ప్రాబ్లం వస్తే వాడచ్చు, ఇట్లా అన్ఎండింగ్గా వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉంటుంది కదా.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు పర్సెంట్ కొన్ని రోజులు వాడకపోతే అది అతను దాంట్లో సేవింగ్స్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు అట్లా.
అది అతను అది కాదు క్వశ్చన్. ఇప్పుడు మహేష్ కుమార్, నువ్వు నీకు ఏదో 40-50 లక్షలు వచ్చినాయి, ఏదో బిజినెస్ చేసుకున్నావు, అది ఉంది, అది అట్లా పెట్టి బ్యాంకులో ఊరుకున్నావు, నువ్వు ఆపరేట్ చేయట్లేదు, అంత మాత్రాన మేనేజర్గా నేను తీసి దాన్ని వాడుకోవచ్చా ఏదైనా అవసరాలకి? మరి వాడాడు కదా, అతను చేసింది తప్ప ఒప్ప బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్గా? రాంగ్ అవుతుంది. మరి ఏం చేద్దాం, అతని మీద రిపోర్ట్ ఇద్దామా హైయర్ అఫీషియల్స్కి? హైయర్ అఫీషియల్స్కి అవును, పైన వాళ్ళకి ఇస్తే ఏం చేస్తారు అమ్మా? పైన వాళ్ళకి కంప్లైంట్ ఇచ్చామనుకో, వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు, అతను ఉద్యోగం నుంచి పీకేసి అతని జైలుకు పంపిస్తారు.
అవును సార్.
మరి పాపం అతనేమో ఆ అమ్మాయికి సాయం చేసినాడు అవసరానికి, తప్పనిసరి అవసరానికి. దానికి అతను ఉద్యోగం పోయి అతను జైలుకు పోవాల్సిందేనా? ప్లస్ ఎవరికి చెప్పద్దు. పర్మిషన్ లేకుండా చేయడం కరెక్ట్ కాదు. రాముడు, నీకు అకౌంట్లో బ్యాంకులో పైసలు ఉన్నాయి, నిన్ను అడుగుతాను నేను, ఇస్తావా నువ్వు? తెలియని వ్యక్తికి ఇట్లా మా బ్యాంకులో ఒక అమ్మాయికి వాళ్ళ నాన్నకి ఆపరేషన్ చేయాలి, రాముడు మీ అకౌంట్ లోపల డబ్బులు ఉన్నాయి కదా, మీ డబ్బులు వాడుకోవడానికి పర్మిషన్ ఇస్తారా అని నిన్ను అడుగుతా, నువ్వు ఇస్తావా పర్మిషను? ఇస్తే ఏమైపోతావు తెలుసా? అట్లా అడిగేవాళ్ళు 100 మంది ఉంటారు. నేను నీ దగ్గర 5 లక్షలు ఉన్నాయనుకో, 5 లక్షలు అడిగేవాళ్ళు 100 మంది ఉంటారు. ఎవరికి ఇస్తావు, ఎవరికి మానుతావు? మరి అమ్మాయి నీకు తెలియదు కదా, షీఈ్ ఓన్లీ ఏ బ్యాంక్ ఎంప్లాయీ, షీఈ్ నాట్ నోన్ టు యూ. నువ్వు జస్ట్ బ్యాంక్ లోపల డిపాజిట్ పెట్టుకున్నావు అమౌంట్. బ్యాంకుతో సంబంధం, బ్యాంక్ రూల్స్ ప్రకారం తీయడానికి వీల్లేదు. అది నీ ఇప్పుడు నీ అకౌంట్ బ్యాంకులో ఉంది అమౌంట్, నీ పర్మిషన్ లేకుండా నేను తీస్తే నీకు తర్వాత వడ్డీ ఇస్తే ఏమి, ఇవ్వకపోతే ఏమి? తీస్తే కేసే కదా. అదే తీయకూడదు, మరి తీసాడు, ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దాం? అదే అంటాడు, వాట్ యూ విల్ రియాక్ట్ అని. ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఏం చేస్తావు? తీసుకుంటే మరి అదే తర్వాత ప్రతిదానికి తీయడం అలవాటు అవుతుంది. ఒకసారి తప్పు చేస్తే ఆ తప్పుకి శిక్ష పడకపోతే మళ్ళీ ప్రతిదానికి, ఆయన దానికి, కాని దానికి, చిన్నదానికి, పెద్దదానికి అన్నిటికీ తీస్తాడు. అప్పుడు ఎట్లా? చరణ్, చరిష్మా, స్వప్న, మహేష్ ఐఏఎస్ మాట్లాడాలి. మూర్తి, ఏం చేద్దాం ఇప్పుడు ఇట్లాంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో? ఏం చేద్దాం? చరణ్ మాట్లాడు, స్పీక్. చరిష్మా మాట్లాడాలి. స్వప్న ఓపెన్ అప్. ఐఏఎస్ కొట్టాలి అంటే మీరు నోరు తెరిచి మాట్లాడాలి. మోరల్ ఇష్యూస్ అనేవి ఇలానే ఉంటాయి, డైలమాస్ అనేవి. మోరల్ డైలమా అనేది ఇట్లాగే ఉంటుంది, ఇట్లాగే ఉంటాయి కేస్ స్టడీస్. మీరు యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు ఆన్సర్. చరిష్మా, చరణ్ ఓపెన్ అప్. ఇద్దరు సిఈ పేర్లు, చరిష్మా, చరణ్. ఓపెన్ అప్, అన్మ్యూట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ టాక్. చరణ్ మాట్లాడు. స్వప్న, మహేష్ ఐఏఎస్, ప్రదీప్ మూర్తి మాట్లాడండి. వాట్ షుడ్ బి డన్? ఓకే, సో I will go to the answer now. I will go to the answer now. సో దీనికి ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 20 మార్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి. దీనికి ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 20 మార్క్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇది ఎప్పుడు ఇచ్చారు? ఇది కూడా 2023 7th క్వశ్చన్. ఇది 2023 7th క్వశ్చన్. సో హౌ మెనీ మార్క్స్? 20 మార్క్స్. దీన్ని కూడా మీరు ఆన్సర్ రాయగలుగుతారు ఈజీ. ఫస్ట్ దీంట్లో ది సిచ్యువేషన్ రైజెస్ సెవరల్ ఎథికల్ ఇష్యూస్. దీంట్లో చాలా ఎథికల్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. అండ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ రిగార్డింగ్ ద కండక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్ అండ్ మై రెస్పాన్స్. బ్యాంక్ మేనేజర్ గురించి కూడా చాలా ఎథికల్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. నా రెస్పాన్స్ గురించి కూడా చాలా ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. అంతేకాకుండా అమ్మాయి సాయం తీసుకున్న అమ్మాయి బ్యాంక్ మేనేజరు సాయం చేసి ఎవరికి చెప్పొద్దు అంటే నాకు చెప్పాడు. ఆమెది కూడా ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓపెన్ ఫర్ అనాలిసిస్. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ ఎథికల్ ఇష్యూస్ ఇన్వాల్వ్ చూద్దాం. ఈ డార్మెంట్ అకౌంట్ ఫండ్స్ని వాడచ్చా, వాడకూడదు కదా? వితౌట్ ది అకౌంట్ ఓనర్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లిసిట్ కాన్సెంట్. కాన్సెంట్ అంటే పర్మిషన్. యు ఆర్ నాట్ సపోజ్ టు యూజ్ ఇట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ ది ఫస్ట్ ఎథికల్ ఇష్యూ. ఓకే, though they were not used, they were dormant, and assist someone in genuine need. Her father is in hospital, okay, for a genuine need it is used, but still it is nothing but breach of fiduciary duty and banking regulations. So he has failed as a manager, he has failed whatever ethical conduct is supposed to be adhered to by the bank manager, he failed in that. That is first point. Then confidentiality and consent. See, usually using funds from dormant account without proper authorization raises concerns about confidentiality and consent. So why people deposit in the bank? Because we trust that the bank will not touch our funds. So it is safe. But if such things are done, then confidentiality is lost. Without our permission they are drawing. It is meaningless. Okay. The account holder's privacy rights, because the account holder, he is having privacy. Whatever funds he is keeping in the bank, nobody should know about that. And potentially compromised, it is compromise. Compromise means funds are drawn from it, and their funds were used without their knowledge. So the account holder doesn't know that the bank manager has drawn amount from his account and released that amount to one of his employees. So that is nothing but breach of confidentiality. Okay, second one. And then let us see the third one. Repayment and transparency. The colleague is repaying, your colleague is repaying. She told you that yes, the bank manager has helped me and I am repaying it. But the transparency and legitimacy of the repayment process are questionable, because as the amount is done without anybody's notice, even repayment is also without anybody's notice. The use of such funds should ideally be subject to formal documentation and approval. Unless and until the account holder approves it, gives permission to it, has sufficient documentation, the funds were not supposed to be released. So even the repayment and transparency is questioned. Then conflict of interest. Here the bank manager has taken the decision to use the funds. Why he has taken the decision to use the funds? Because he wanted to help colleague. And he took funds from dormant account. But here, as an officer, he is supposed to safeguard it. What happened? Police has become the thief here. Instead of safeguarding the dormant account funds, he withdrew funds from it and helped his colleague. No doubt that was a genuine cause. Today it may be genuine cause, tomorrow it may be some fraudulent case. Okay? So slowly that's how things happen. As personal empathy might have influenced the decision. Okay, he was having empathy towards the employee, but that should not influence his decision to access the dormant account without proper procedure. Proper procedure means taking the permission from the account holder. So he has failed in that. And then this may set a precedent, as I have told you, today it is for a genuine cause, tomorrow for some fraudulent case. So this action concerning it may set a precedent. That is the problem. Precedent means first example. On that day you have taken like that, so today I am taking like this. So it becomes a practice. If such practices become common, automatically it could lead to misuse of funds. So when everybody goes on doing like that, it will become misuse of funds from the dormant accounts and undermines trust in the banking practices. Okay, so these are the issues which are involved in it. Now we are, so first question we have asked, we have answered. First question we have answered. Now we are trying to answer second question. Evaluate the behavior of the bank manager from an ethical point of view. So evaluation of bank managers' behavior from an ethical point of view. Second question answering. There are some positive aspects. See, the bank manager has empathy towards the employee, compassion towards the employee. He demonstrated compassion and willingness to help a colleague in times of crisis. He knows that he is endangering his own job. If the matter is made public, if everybody knows about it, then there is a danger, there is a risk of losing his job. In spite of that, He showed compassion and he helped the colleague. It reflects in a strong sense of empathy and support. So this is the positive aspect in his behavior. Positive aspect in his behavior. However, is it only the positive? Negative also there. What are the negative aspects? Let us see. See, protocol says that he is supposed to safeguard the accounts. Safeguard the accounts. So what he did, instead of safeguarding, he drew funds. He drew funds from it. So opposite he has done. So he violated the protocol. The bank manager's actions are a violation of standard banking protocols. So standard banking protocols is to safeguard, but he failed it. Such decisions should follow legal and ethical procedures. So legal and ethical procedures means what? Consent of the account holder. Consent of the account holder. Unfortunately, the bank manager had no confidence on the account holder, and what he did, he drew it from the dormant account to ensure that all actions are legitimate and transparent. So if you take the consent permission from the account holder, then they would have been legal and ethical procedures and legitimate and transparent, but he failed to do so. So it is nothing but violation of protocol. That is negative aspect. And then second negative aspect, lack of authorization. So did the account holder give authorization for the bank manager to draw the amounts? No. So accessing and using funds from a dormant account without explicit authorization from the account holder or without proper procedural safeguards is ethically and legally problematic. So it is wrong ethically, it is wrong legally also. The bank manager can be sent to jail. He can be sent to jail. He can be stripped of his job and he can be sent to jail. And then what is the third thing? Potential for abuse. Abuse means wrong usage. So if it becomes a precedent, then today he has drawn the amounts for some genuine cause, but tomorrow even for small problems also he may think once loosened is loosened. So next time he may abuse power abuse. Power abuse means he is a bank manager, he has the capacity to draw the funds, so he is abusing the power, misusing the power. Abuse means misusing, and it sets a dangerous precedent. For every small things also tomorrow he may draw, and that may result in ultimately into a fraud. So it could lead to lack of trust in the bank's handling of customer accounts and funds. If it is known to others, if bank account holders come to know about it, automatically there will be a fight, and the bank will lose its trust with the account holders. They believe that their funds are no more safe with the bank, and they may try to take out their funds. They may try to remove their funds from the bank. So now the question is about, so we have answered two parts. The third part is how would you react? How would you react? Your personal reaction. Okay. So we have answered the first two, and now we have come to the third part. So here what you will do? See, personal reaction to the situation. What you will do is first support the colleague, because already she is under stress. So in fact what has happened, your colleague has confided in you. She is not supposed to tell you that the bank manager has told you. If she has not told you, you would not have known about it. Because she had confidence in you that you will not take any wrongful steps which may harm the bank manager or herself, she confided in you, she told you about this. But if, and even the bank manager also while helping, he took a promise that it should be confidential, you should not tell to anybody. Well, I may not be able to provide a financial assistance because you yourself are not in a position to help her. You can offer emotional support and suggesting alternative avenues, other ways of financial help. What kind of them? Charitable organizations. You can request people to provide funds. Okay. And government aid also you can get. They could be beneficial to your colleague, and she may be able to repay the amount at the earliest. First and foremost thing is that the amount has to be repaid, that's all. First important thing is not any other thing. First important thing is that the amount must be repaid. Okay. Even if the account holder comes to know about it a little later, he may not be that angry once the amount is repaid. Yes, whatever has happened is wrong, but first thing required is to repay the amount at the earliest. So you should help your friend in doing that. So that is the first step. And then what you are supposed to do? Once the adjustment is repaid fully, before repaying, don't talk to anybody. But once the amount is totally repaid, then you along with your friend, you go to the bank manager and talk to him about what he has done. Sir, very thankful to you that you have helped our colleague, but kindly note that this should not become a precedent. This may endanger yourself and also our colleague. You may lose your job, my friend may also lose her job, and it is like a troublesome future for everybody. So kindly don't do such acts in the future, expressing concerns about the ethical implications and the potential risk associated with such actions. So in confidence you go to him, not before repayment, after repaying, then even the bank manager will understand. Okay, so this discussion could lead to a more formal review of the process. So together along with the bank manager, you may have a more formal review of the process and implementation of safeguards to prevent similar situations in the future, so that nobody else could do that similar things in the future. Now, the third thing which you can also do is reporting the incident to higher officials. No, by doing that, what will happen? The bank manager will lose his job, your colleague will lose her job, and everybody will be in soup. So instead of that, though you believe that the bank manager's actions were significantly unethical and against the bank policies, considering to report to the incident to higher authorities within the bank or an appropriate regulatory body would become unethical on your part also. Why it becomes unethical? As you would be breaching the confidence that your friend has reposed on you. How did you come to know about this? Because your friend believed that you are really a friend, so she told you about the thing. So she had confidence on you. If you open it up, then automatically it is nothing but breaching of her confidence on you. And the confidence and compassion and empathy of the bank manager showed on your colleague. So it, not only that, it also the bank manager also will lose the confidence and compassion on your colleague, because he asked her to keep it confidential, not to tell anybody, but she has told you, and you are creating problems by reporting the incident. So don't report. So I will not report the incident, though it is unethical on my part as an employee of the organization. As an employee of the organization, you have to be ethical, but considering the situation, sometimes being unethical becomes ethical. Okay, so you are taking the decision to be unethical in the larger interest of the organization. At the same time, you are taking care of the organization also. You are repaying the whole amount. You are helping your friend to repay the whole amount, and also you are discussing with the manager not to repeat such incidents in the future, and telling him and your colleague, of course, they also know about it, but because the situation was so warranting that her father was in hospital and he needed urgent surgery, they did that mistake. But occasionally such mistakes can be overseen and you have to help it. Instead, you should try that such issues in general are addressed at an institutional level, that proper procedures are enforced. You have to discuss with your manager along with your colleague once the whole amount is repaid, instead of reporting to the higher authorities. Reporting to the higher authorities will result in your bank manager losing his job and your colleague also loses her job, though she may have happiness that her father is successfully operated. Once she loses the job, coming from poorer family, she will be also on the roads. So you are not doing justice to your friend also. So what are you supposed to do? You should promote ethical practices, advocate for implementation of clear policies and training on ethical processes and handling of the funds. You should write to your higher ups that more ethical practice. You should not quote about this. If you quote about this, automatically your manager and your colleague will lose their jobs. Instead of quoting about this, in general, you should try to advocate to your higher authorities to, in case of financial emergencies, what is to be done, etc., etc. All those things. As a bank employee, as a member of the employees' family and union, you should strive to help your colleagues in such situations. So in summary, while the bank manager's actions were motivated by compassion, there are serious ethical concerns regarding protocol adherence, authorization and transparency. Addressing these concerns appropriately is crucial for maintaining trust and integrity within the banking system. Okay, so at the same time we should not allow it to happen again and again. We should try to address it appropriately so that such things do not repeat in future by your colleagues. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to. So being unethical also, sometimes it helps you to be ethical. So chart, somebody has charted. Yeah, Charishma, yes sir. By ethically he passed, but provisionally he failed, sir. Okay, you want to chart, but rather than, you have to speak, my dear. Simply charting will not help. How to, no sir, wrong. What is no, what is wrong? Unethical. Charan, it is wrong. So if you simply chart, it is of no use. You have to speak. You have to speak. So now I am giving you opportunity to speak. Yeah, now you can speak on the issue. There are 8 people here. Mahesh Kumar, Charan, Mahesh IAS, Nakkinamoni Ramudu, Rohit, Srestha, Swapna. So all of you can speak now. One after the other, unmute yourself and speak. This ends your class, but I will be happy only if you speak on this issue. My dear friends, from tomorrow onwards, the ethics classes start from evening 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Regular subject classes will be there. Right? I will begin with chapter 1. Okay. Those of you who are interested in joining, you can inquire with our office and you join the course. Not only this ethics, the other general studies subjects are also happening. Geography course has also started. So you can very much join the course and you can start. Okay. And we have the scholarship test, lot many things are there. You can discuss with our office people and you can start it. So if anyone has something to say, please tell about this, and if you have any doubts also, you can ask me. Do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, if you have anything to ask me, please ask me. Mahesh Kumar, Charan, Mahesh IAS, Ramudu, Rohit, Srestha and Swapna. Please speak up. Do you have anything to tell? If you are writing like this, the answer, this is 20 marker, and in this 20 marks, you will be able to get, out of 20, you will be able to get around 14 marks. So like this, 14 into 6, 84, and 7 into 13, 91. So put together it will be 175. I am expecting you to cross 150 to 175. So this is the target for you in ethics paper. Okay, ethics 150 to 175, essay 150 to 175, and then optional paper 150 to 175, optional paper 2 150 to 175. All of them put together, you are supposed to score 600 plus. This should be your strategy for mains. Remember, prelims marks, they are only qualifying, they are not counted for your ranking, ultimate job selection. Once you clear prelims marks, your GS, you will be able to score 300 plus in that out of 3 papers, GS 1, 2, 3, GS 1, 2, 3, GS 1, 2, 3, and then these 4 put together, you will be able to score 900 plus. Plus interview, if you are able to score somewhere around 160 to 210, then automatically you will be selected for IAS. You will be somewhere in between 1 to 50th rank. So to get IAS, you are supposed to be in this range, 1 to 50. Okay. So those of you who have not attended the first class, orientation class, you can ask any doubts you have regarding civil services exam or any doubts regarding ethics Essay, I have one more session for essay. You can attend that also a little later. In a week's time, I will start that essay program also. For now, this is ethics. So, is it okay for you? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will close the session.